A very good morning, everyone. Jeremy here on strategic.com.sg, and I'll be covering a equity known as Bridgeline Digital Incorporated, listed under the Nasdaq. All right, so every week I'll pick something that is garnishing a lot of attention based on tweets and based on volume of trades and searches on the TradingView platform as well. And essentially, Bridgeline caught my eye, and this is why. All right, so on a monthly basis, on the Bridgeline charts, you can see that the price was actually at 6,349 dollars on the 1st of June 2007, and after which it plunged all the way down to the 834 level somewhere in the 2011. We did do a rebound, and then after which the story starts right here, where there was a short signal at $834 on the 2nd of September 2014, 7 years back, targeting a dollar. Well, price actually touched 53 cents a couple of weeks back in the beginning of the year. And essentially, recently we did have a little bit of surge and a bit of a breath of life, where the downtrend for 7 years has been broken with a long signal at the level of $7.10 that was issued on the 1st of July. Yep, that's right. The signal is fresh, just on Thursday last week, and we had a long signal on the monthly charts. And if I blow it up, this is what I mean by a long signal, whereby you see the super trend line extremely bearish. Once it hit that 53-cent level, we had a little bit of stabilization, and then we broke out of this particular super trend line right here and generated a particular long signal. And essentially, uh, this could actually pave the way for a little bit of a rebound. And my first projected target for this particular rebound is 834. And why 834? Because this was the breakdown level that we had 7 years back. So the retracement, all right, will not be immediate. So guys, this is for those who want to have a 10 bagger or a 100 bagger, where you can put a little bit of uh, funds into this and watch it grow. All right, so from $7 to 834, you can do the maths there. It's pretty inspiring trade, and the most is that it goes back down to 50 cents. All right, so your stop loss, I will teach you how to put it along the way on the dailies or the 4 hourly charts. So let's dissect it a little bit more. From the monthly charts, we move on to the weekly charts. So for the weekly charts, you can see that the long signal was actually issued instead of July, it was issued on the 11th of May. That's 2 months ago. And the price that you would have bought it if you had followed it on the weekly charts would be $1.50 instead of $7.10. So essentially, whenever you are hunting for trades, you got to look at all time frames for you to buy in at a much better price. So on the weekly charts, the long signal was issued. Same analysis that I have. It broke this particular super trend line and generated that particular long signal on the 11th of May 2 months ago at a level of 150. And this happened after price actually touched that 53-cent level and essentially sort of bounced back up to $3, and then you generated this buy. And ever since then, the super trend line would have been a guide for you to put your stop losses at this long at 150. Currently, the super trend line is lying at $2, which will serve as an ultimate stop loss if anything happens. So price for last week jumped from 250 to $9, and essentially giving you 300% profit in one day. Now, I don't recommend that you chase. Okay, I would recommend that you actually wait for pullbacks and buy on pullbacks, and where you can do that is on the daily charts. So guys, this is the daily chart of the Bridgeline, and you can see that the long signal was recently reissued on the 29th of June 2021, and the long signals are $2.80, same target at 834 for an eventual target. And you can see here the pivot is at 335, a little bit more stringent for those of you who want to join in this particular trade on the pullback. So my preference is for you to buy near the pivot of 335 if there's a pullback to this particular level, or maximum buy at 560, which is the Kijun line on the Ichimoku cloud. All right, so just repeat. If possible, buy near the pivot at 335, otherwise buy at 560. And for those swing traders and shorter term time frame traders, if you look at the 4 hourly chart, then buy near the pivot of $3.80 as it pulled back, or that 560 level, which is very similar to the day charts. All right, so buy that particular pullback here or here for an eventual long signal. So be patient, guys, and watch out for that particular pullback. So, as a recap, you can see that the bridge line is essentially long on all time frames. We have a long signal on the monthly, long signal on the weekly with a pivot support at $2, long on the dailies with a pivot support at 335, and long on the 4 hourlies with a pivot at $3.80. So for people, for those investors who would like to hold this for a couple of weeks or month, I would say minimum use the day charts or the 4 hourly charts as a pivot as your stop loss. All right, so it's either $3.35 or 380. Long as you go and approach a pullback and buy near these pivot points, and place your stop losses, and move them along as your trade grows. For those who are willing to actually have a lower stop loss, because this particular stock is pretty volatile, you can maintain your pivot and stop loss at $2. Whatever it is, do not trade without stop losses. Either you put it at $2 at the lowest or at 380 at the highest. All right, guys, your price targets will be at 834, and thereafter we'll talk about it later if the price action grows on you. All right, guys, so if you like this video, please click like and subscribe for my next video. And all these Bridgeline digital will be updated on my blog, where I covered OXY, EXPR, as well as Ethereum and Bitcoin last week. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll catch you soon.